Hey guys, welcome back to Learning Curve Tech, where I learn tech with you. So I recently got the Neewer 5-in-1 reflector, which surprisingly is only $30. This is a great tool for lighting, but is it the ultimate softbox? Let's find out. So what is a 5-in-1 reflector anyways? Well, really the best way to explain it is to show you. Okay, so it comes in this bag that zips up and has a little handle on top, so it's really easy to store away. But when you pull the reflector out, boom, it transforms into this massive circle. Now, if you don't like the size, you can always get the 32-inch model, but the 42-inch model is better at diffusing and bouncing light. Okay, so here's the awesome part about 5-in-1 reflectors. On the inside, it has this huge diffuser, which is probably the main and the best reason to buy this. But besides the diffuser, it also has a gold reflector, silver reflector, white bounce, and black flag. This really makes this the jack of all trades lighting tool, but it's also not the master of one trade. Now don't get me wrong, this thing is amazing and I love it. But to understand why it's not really the master of just one trade, we need to go over how this actually works. Basically, a diffuser is a translucent fabric that diffuses light, kind of like a curtain. With diffusers, you really want the largest source possible, and with this 5-in-1 reflector, you get that large source because your light is spread out by this huge piece of fabric. This makes really nice soft lighting and also brings out the light in the subject's eyes. However, the main problem with diffusers is the lack of directional light. Now, if you have a directional light, of course, this is not going to be as much of a problem for you. But if you are using a light panel like I am, it is very hard to contain the light and get the light source to be very directional. And the only real problem with this is that the light will definitely spill onto your background, and if you want to create a lot of contrast, it is a lot harder to do. But the solution to this would be taking the reflector and just kind of wrapping it around the light source as much as possible, and that really helps bounce the light around, and it makes it more directional too. But in the end, a diffuser is not really the same as a softbox. However, I think diffusers give you really soft lighting even if you don't get all the features of a real softbox. And another thing to keep in mind, if you have a light panel at all, you're not really going to be able to use a softbox anyways, so a diffuser will be the best choice for you. Now, to fold it up, it's kind of like a sunshade for a car where you grab the both sides and then you twist them until it kind of comes together. It's kind of hard to explain, so you just really have to practice, and I'm sure you'll get it down pretty quickly. Now, I did notice that the metal frame that holds the whole reflector together did seem to bend a slight bit after I folded it up and then unfolded it a couple hours later. But I think if you fold it right, there shouldn't be much bend at all. Also, the bend won't really affect the usability of this reflector, but it is kind of annoying to look at. But aside from the diffuser, the other uses for this reflector are great. The gold reflector will bounce a really warm light onto your subject's face, so that is really nice. You can also use the black flag to kind of control your lighting, but unfortunately you cannot use the diffuser and the flag at the same time because the metal frame is permanently attached to the diffuser, and the flag will just kind of flop around if you don't have the diffuser with the flag. However, you could buy like 3 of these for a total of under $100, and then you could have complete control over different aspects of lighting. You know, you could use a diffuser, you could use a reflector, and you could use a flag all at the same time. If you keep all these things in mind, this reflector will help you so much in photography, filmmaking, or stop motion. But if you want to get more tips on lighting placement and cinematic lighting on a budget, check out these videos. That's all for now, guys, and I'll see you next time on Learning Curve Tech.